Alright, the car stopped, so I'm gonna try again. City life, yo. You have to relax. I had an epiphany the other day, where I'll just say this to myself if I feel any like anxiety or self-doubt, and because I know I overthink things, so a lot of the time I have to call my dad and just like tell him what's going on so that I don't feel like I'm thinking too much to the point that it's making my life harder and making me feel worse about things. I mean, partly why I'm doing these videos too, of just exposing what I look like when I do different emotions, is because that's a fear that I think a lot of people have. And even though people may not like, seeing that stuff or even care that I'm doing it, it just makes me feel really badass that I just don't care and that I'm throwing this stuff for everyone else to see, because I don't want to care about it anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm tied down to just being one way or to showing one emotion, and it just makes me feel free. So that's why I'm doing these. But the epiphany I had was when I relax, and by that I mean like relax my muscles, then I can relax, and somehow it puts my mind at rest when I say the second one, and then I can really relax. And that's when I feel like I can allow my body to just be relaxation instead of just thinking about it and like making it come or making that happen for yourself. You're just being it, and that's what it is to be magic. I definitely think that that's what I believe in, is that like if I could choose anything in the world to believe, I would just want to believe in magic, like not understanding exactly why it happens, but knowing that it's a possibility, and you're not sure why, but you embrace it, and maybe there doesn't have to be a reason. I think that's what magic means to me, is that there isn't really a reason, it just is magic. That was something that I realized very consciously. Sorry, move the camera. Just knowing that everything is energy. So what you're believing in, that's really what you're creating. So some people believe in spirit animals. I guess I would like to think that we're all connected. We're all one. So this means that we're connected with the creator or creation of life, directly connected to that, and we're never separated. I feel like that would be like saying you could separate light from dark, because they're really just different frequencies of the same source, And this means that we're connected to life before the life that we know now. So I think if you're gravitated towards certain animals, I feel like it's because you've already made a very solid connection with them, possibly in a life before. And this is something I've already briefly summed up, but it's, to me, your physical vessel is like muscle tissue. When you're building it, it's actually breaking down and tearing to build on top new tissue, and this is the muscle memory that it's using, and there's DNA coding to rebuild. And so I think these are like our lives, like the source of energy is still there. I believe that's your soul or spirit, and you know, you're living in this muscle tissue because you choose to. And there are times that living alone can be difficult because you're in your head so much. But I notice a lot of really beautiful things happen too when I have alone time, because you're basically forced to deal with head on the things that you don't really want to. So I feel like you're just mending and healing things and making yourself the strongest muscle you can be. I definitely feel at peace doing things that light my heart up and make me feel magical. I mean, I would definitely classify your heart having the sensation that it's lit is pretty magical. Yeah, that was definitely a new epiphany I just had. It's always weirder when you are like filming yourself because you don't want to come off like you're being fake or acting. So it is a little weird, like having a camera there, because I know something is observing. But I guess what's cool is that the more you do it, the more you don't care, and that actually can help you become more yourself. So just right then, I just kind of, I guess I came to the full understanding of these collective of thoughts I've been having lately, which bring me a lot of peace and just feeling like life is love and expansion and magic and frequency, and that you have all the power that you need and crave, and you are the love. And, you know, just a moment, it's like also being present, that's what creates magic, because if you're here in this moment, you have more control over what feelings you want to project and what thoughts you want in your mind. Your thoughts are not you. And I think a lot of us get lost in that, is like our past makes us who we are. Our future will make us who we are, but that's not true. You already all are all of the wonderful things that you want to be, and I feel like we are here to, I know it sounds simple, but enjoy. I just feel like that's the purpose of life, is to enjoy. And so this epiphany that I just had, and I'm so glad that I caught it on camera, that's cool as fuck, really enclosed all the gaps I was having. I just understood, and I guess it wasn't even a thought, it was more of a feeling. I just understood that I am the present, and I have everything that I need, and that so many feelings at once, not even just one. You know, and supposedly women just have so much access to different emotions that typically men can't like understand that. But I don't think it's necessarily that way. I think that we kind of tell people what roles to play, and that all of us really do have these emotions, but we're told to suppress them. So women are just not allowed to get mad, according to some traditional societies in America. And men aren't allowed to cry. I mean, these are pretty common, people know them, but I just thought I would express that. Really cool that I got an epiphany.